A new nonprofit organization is helping raise awareness for people battling cancer-related fertility issues.
The Ray of Hope Foundation is launching its Fortune fundraiser in 6 cities nationwide, including Connecticut.
And joining us this morning to talk about how a box of fortune cookies can change lives is Dr. Anthony Luciano from the Center for Fertility and Women's Health. Thank you so much. So basically,
You're very welcome.
The message is really you're trying to just raise awareness and the ways that men and women can go about fertility after dealing with an issue.
In fact, as you know, when any person is diagnosed with cancer, then all the focus is on survival and implement all of the technologies to improve survival. Unfortunately, these treatments, which include radiotherapy, chemotherapy, can also kill those cells that make eggs in women and sperm in men, and that will decrease fertility significantly.
So what do you tell people? What are the options that they have to preserve their fertility down the road after they have fought the cancer?
What we need to do is to preserve either the sperm or the eggs or those cells that produce sperm and eggs before they're exposed to the chemotherapy and radiotherapy, which may destroy them. Okay? For men, it's very easy. The only thing we need to do is collect their sperm, cryopreserve and freeze it, and then we can use it anytime we want after the man is cured. For women, it's a little bit more complicated, but it's becoming easier and easier because the technology has advanced so much. For women, for example, we can induce ovulation, collect their eggs, cryopreserve their eggs, then after the cure has been effected and she wants to become pregnant, then we use her eggs and fertilize them with her husband's sperm in vitro. Sometimes, for example, in pre-puberty girls, they can make eggs unless you induce puberty. What we can do is store a piece of her ovary and then cryopreserve that. And then once the child becomes a woman, she's married and she wants to have children, then we can stimulate these pieces of ovaries in a laboratory, produce eggs, and then fertilize these eggs with her husband's sperm and have children.
Now, these procedures can be very expensive, though.
That's true. They can be. And that's where the Ray of Hope comes in, which is so, so important. Not only it increases the awareness for the doctors and the patients, but also if the patients can't afford it, then they will come up and will support them financially, which is a beautiful thing.
I mean, like you mentioned, the first thing when someone is diagnosed with cancer is to fight the cancer, and probably not the first thing on their mind is, okay, I'd like to have children, later on. What do I have to do? So really, to get the message out there that this is something that maybe people should think about and get out there, and there are resources.
Absolutely. Think about it before the therapy is instituted, because the focus is not there, as you said, but then afterwards it becomes so important. I think that the second most important factor in our lives after survival is what? Reproductive function, to have a family.
Now talk about the fortune cookies, because that is a really cool concept that the Ray of Hope is doing.
Yeah.
Tell everyone how that works.
Well, you get these cookies, and in it,
it's a box of cookies.
That's right. Not only you enjoy the cookies, but obviously the underlying tone is to make you aware of what's going on, of the Ray of Hope, and hopefully you'll make some contributions to it. Because, as we said, we will, the Ray of Hope will contribute financially as well, and obviously the funds have to come from somewhere, and hopefully will come from philanthropists, like people who get these cookies, enjoy the cookies, and send some money.
If someone is interested in receiving one of these boxes, there are only 100 available right now. How would they go about doing that?
I think they go online. They go online,
and
then they will. That's right. With the
email info@arayofhope.org.
And they're in cute little boxes too. I was looking at the pictures. Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you, Doctor, so much for being with us.
You're very welcome.